And now to the main portion of what I would like to talk about this evening. And I figure since it's a sort of a new school year and we have all this new crop of people that are now 21 and able to partake of our restaurant, club, bar world, they need a little lesson in proper bar and restaurant etiquette. And this is especially directed to foreign students because there seems to be a problem with their understanding American customs. I'm not trying to talk down about them, but I think that you guys as a group need a little bit of help with American bar and restaurant etiquette. Now, the first thing to be aware of when you go into a bar is to use the words please and thank you. You know, please and thank you actually go a long way. Much better than like, miss, sir, please, on the bar like this. You know, bartenders do not like that. Most places do not allow Spanish dancing at the bar or the dining room. So that may work where you're from, but I don't think I'd try it here. It's really not a good way to establish a rapport with a bartender. Now, a lot of people like to come into the nightclubs and want to be known and seen and be fabulous and be part of the in crowd. Well, you got to be nice. You've got to say please and thank you, like I said, and you've also got to wait your turn. When you come in mass into a bar or restaurant, you come in these huge entourages, everyone is not going to get a drink or an appetizer immediately. You have to be patient. Enjoy yourself. You're sitting in a cafe, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the scenery. Look around at the bar. You know what? You'll get waited on. And you know, you'll get waited on a lot faster if you're like a little bit calmer about it. Now, speaking about bars and restaurants and cafes, actually cafes and restaurants where people come into like the outdoor cafe or the bar part of a restaurant and want to sort of rearrange the furniture and have like a million people sitting at one table. This is not a good idea. First of all, a table for 4 in a cafe or a bar area is not meant for 25 people to sit at. When you pull all those chairs up, first of all, you're taking away seats for other patrons in the establishment. Also, your waiter or waitress is not going to be able to take care of you properly. He or she is not going to be able to remove or place plates, like remove dirty plates, place fresh plates down. That's why you're going to have overflowing ashtrays and 50 glasses in front of you and all that stuff. Plus, at the end of the night or when you're about to leave, you're going to have like this enormous check, and it always seems like there's one person stuck with that Platinum American Express card waiting to pay this. Okay, you, the person that ends up paying this, is out a lot of money. Plus, I know you're upset because your friends, the other fabulous folk, did not leave you money for what they had. Then you take it out on the waiter or waitress and you leave them a lousy tip. You know, this is bad both ways around. You know what to do? If you're going out to dinner and you want to be seated for dinner, you make a reservation for a group and make sure that if you're not going to keep it, you give them at least 15 minutes notice, or if you're going to be late, you call and tell them you're going to be late. Otherwise, if you're just coming in for casual cocktails with the sea of your friends, you got to sit at the separate tables. Number one, you're going to get better service. Number two, you or your friend is not going to be stuck with this humongous check at the end of the night. It cuts down on that moocher aspect of the people that order like the bottle of Dom Perignon and then take off. And plus, your waiter or waitress is going to receive a better tip. And like when you think about, gee, why when I walk into this place am I not being waited on like immediately? Well, you know, when you come in and you do that, sit of the 25 people at one table, it really is a deterrent to good service. So try not to do that. And just remember to be nice. I mean, you may be Countess of the country you're from or High Duke or Duchess, but here, this is America. We're all sort of more on an equal level. And although people work in a bar or restaurant, they are not a servant, they are not a slave. Be a little bit more respectful. Also, if you are going to be starting a credit card tab, especially this is for people at a bar, make sure that you tell the bartender or cocktail waiter or waitress that's what you're going to be doing. Do not order up a whole slew of things and then throw the credit card. You know what? Not every place takes credit cards. Find out first. Now, if you're one of these like eager beavers that are in like such a big hurry to get waited on immediately, you know what? Cash is faster. credit card at a busy bar, the bartender has to stop and either get a bar back or a manager or somebody to okay it, and they have to go through this whole thing, and then you got to worry about, you know, which person's going to be ordering which drink, and you end up, as that person, a lot of times spending a lot more money than you want to spend. I'm just telling you, if you want faster service, go with cash. It's faster. There are plenty of ATM machines all the way around, and your bartenders and waitresses will be more thankful to you. And that's basically like a bar tip. For restaurants, I think it's a little different. But still, you want to be polite. Another thing, too, guys, young guys going into bars or restaurants, do not grab the waitresses, please. Do not grab them. Do not make lewd, overtly sexual comments. You know what? It doesn't make you look like a big man. It really doesn't. It makes you look like a goofy idiot, like a silly frat boy. You know, you like the way the waitress looks, you be polite, you be a gentleman, you wait, you ask her name, you don't treat her like she's a piece of meat. Nobody wants to be treated like that, please. It's just, and for guys too, you know, don't grab the waiter, don't handle people. It's just, it's rude. You know, they're not going to want to wait on you, and you know what? They're going to tell everybody that that's what you did, and you're not going to get a good service. But especially with girls, I think it's important. Guys, please don't do that. It really does not make you look big. It doesn't make you look big in front of your friends. It's going to embarrass the girls that you're with, and it's embarrassing, and it's stupid. You know, that's not the way to behave. So really cut down on that. And as I say, if you're interested in somebody, find out their name, get to know them a little better. Don't grab and paw. It's really rude, it's really disrespectful, and they'll like you a lot better if you don't pull that stuff. Remember, you're supposed to be grown up now, so try to act like a little more grown up. And let me see, what else can I say about that? Well, you know, another thing too I should point out is that there seems to be like a language barrier sometimes. I know it's hard, you know, you come from a different country, you don't really have English down pat, that's fine, but you know what? You got to understand that a lot of times bartenders will be maybe a little bit curt with you or a little short because they're really busy. So I think that both groups need to get together and be a little bit more understanding. If you're behind the bar and you hear a foreign accent, or if you're a waiter or waitress and you hear a foreign accent, don't shut off the thinking cap immediately. Help this person. Tell them if they're ordering scotch, don't say whiskey, say scotch. We differentiate in this country because I'm sure a lot of you know who work in bars and restaurants. Foreign people will order whiskey and they mean scotch. Another thing is get the number of drinks. I remember from working in places that catered to that group, a lot of times they say 25 Sex on the Beach shots and they mean 5. Get that before you make them all, before he gets angry that he's going to pay for more than he wants, or you get angry because you're wasting your time. Just kind of give and take a little bit more, and I think that we can all kind of get along better. And it's all about just showing a little courtesy. For those of you on my side of the bar and the restaurant, you know, help train these people. Help show them how we order things in America, how we have ice in our drinks. If you don't want a lot of ice, then say you don't want a lot of ice. And also, foreign students, when you come in, you know, you are not, like I said, king of the world, the Grand Duchess. Be normal, be polite. It's going to get you a lot farther in the long run. And we'll be more like globally communicative, especially now that we have our global village. Everybody can get along a lot better, and you can learn a lot more things about each other if you're polite. And on the note of everybody communicating, in the words of, I think, quite a famous king, can't we all just get along? What king was that? Rodney King. Just a word to the wise.